Evaluating Quynh speech. Everyone, please help me welcome Ron Martin.
Thank you very much, Trevor. And thank you, Quynh. I loved your speech because you had you started off with a really relaxed appearance, a very pleasant appearance. You did a good job. Facial expressions were very good and varied, a lot of variety there. And you also used humor in your speech. I really liked the fact that you worked in the horse and buggy days, and it's kind of interesting too how that could, when we transitioned to the fossil fuel, that was considered cleaning up the environment, which was really great. I was actually, I liked your topic too because it's timely and a lot of people are thinking about these things. So it's really relevant to the audience, highly relevant. In fact, the more I would be interested in hearing more details about the advantages and disadvantages. So some ways that you could possibly make it even more effectual. Well, one way would be to possibly use a PowerPoint where you could actually show some pros and cons side by side, and then you could talk about that. Another thing is that on your statistics, you could perhaps mention your resources, because one thing that if you ever divide, you can actually write your own introduction. I don't know if you did that for this speech or not, but if you have some experience that makes you particularly qualified to speak on something, the person who introduces you can mention those. For instance, if you're going to give a speech on dentistry, you, instead of saying I'm a dentist and I have all these degrees, you could ask the introducer to speak about those types of things. So I would say that because you haven't done very many speeches, this is only your second speech, right? It's really a fantastic job. I think that one final thought was that in your closing, if you are able to summarize, I don't think you did a summarization. And also another device you can use would be to mention something in your opening and then allude to that again at the close. It kind of ties the whole thing together in a bow. And so those are just a couple of little tips, but you did a great job. I'm looking forward to hearing your next speech. Thank you, Quynh.